Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where popular answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. And first, we welcome back Elizabeth and Christina. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final, and this is Elizabeth and Christina's second chance. Remind us how you did.
We got to the second round, but it was the international car registrations that caught us out.
They were tough.
They were.
Dear, oh dear. What are you hoping will come up today, Christina?
I'm really keen on books and literature because I read quite a lot, so that's probably my favourite topic.
Books and literature. We haven't had those for a while, actually. Nice literary question.
Round 2 today.
Round 2, Christina.
Literature.
Mind you, it's always tricky. You say that, and then, you get one that you don't know, and you feel more of a fool than if it's your weakness.
I know.
You cannot go back now, I'm afraid.
No, that's going to be your...
Yes,
you're going to be champion of that round.
Oh, she's going to be awesome.
Amazing. Mark and Tessa, welcome to you next. How do you two know each other?
We met about sort of 13 years ago. We were at different universities, but we both did debating at university, and we used to meet at the sort of national competitions.
Very good. Mark, what are your specialist subjects?
Well, we're both quite good on movies. I work in politics, so I probably should know a little bit about that.
OK. Right, yeah, you really should do. What do you do, Mark, in politics?
I work as a researcher for a member of the Scottish Parliament.
Blimey, yeah, you really can't afford to let anything slip through your fingers, can you? Thanks, Mark and Tessa. Very best of luck to the pair of you. And next, we welcome back Paul and Yvonne. You were on the show last time. This is their second chance to reach the Pointless final. Remind us how you did, Paul.
We were undone in the first round, strictly by a combination of John Sargent and Anne Widdecombe. We just didn't know.
Remind us what you do, Paul and Yvonne.
I'm a part-time handyman.
Very good. And Yvonne, how about you?
I work as a volunteer services assistant at a zoo.
Do you work with the animals?
I do. Part of my job is actually looking after a collection of animals, the volunteer collection of animals, anything from ferrets to cockroaches.
I was really hoping ferrets was going to be the bottom of the scale. OK. Very best of luck to you, Paul and Yvonne. It's lovely to have you back. Finally, we welcome Josh and Rob. Now, how do you two know each other?
Well, Alexander, me and Josh both go to Newcastle University, so we met through there, and we're both studying geography.
Both studying geography?
That's right.
OK, so apart from geography and possibly Newcastle, what are your strong suits?
Sport is pretty good, pretty confident with that.
Sport?
Football, really.
Football?
Yeah.
I'm into politics, I'd say, and sort of film, but I mean, we've got some film buffs over there, so keep my other sort of strong subjects closer to my chest. You know?
OK, very, very good. Well, we'll be finding more out about all of you throughout the show. There is only one person left for me to introduce. He cocks a snook at popularity and wallows in the obscure. He is my pointless friend. You do, though. I've seen you. He's Richard.
Oh, yeah. Afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's good. For once, we've actually got some questions that people have asked for. Normally, we just do things like car registration plates, but we've got sport, we've got literature, we've got film, so a little bit of something for everyone, I think. We've got a couple of returning pairs, Paul and Yvonne. We didn't see much of, did we, because of Paul's avowed dislike of Strictly Come Dancing, which does him great credit. And Elizabeth and Christina are also back, who did rather better, but I suspect both of them will be looking to go all the way. But should be a very, very good show, I think. It's got 2 very bright new pairs as well.
Very good, thank you. Well, we've put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but this is pointless, of course, so we are after the obscure answers that they didn't get. What everyone's trying to do, of course, is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Nobody won the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £10,750. Right, let's play Pointless. OK, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so be very careful that's not you. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points. OK, our first category this afternoon is film stars. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the first question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Michael Douglas films as they could.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Michael Douglas has received an acting credit, including as a voice artist. As always, we don't accept TV films, short films, documentaries, things where he's played himself, or films where he has been uncredited. So any Michael Douglas film. And that's up to the start of 2011.
You all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon, Christina and Elizabeth, you get to go first. Christina. You a fan?
No, I would say not particularly. I've got a couple of ideas. I think I'm going to have to say Wall Street.
OK, Wall Street. Wall Street, let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Wall Street. "42", that's not bad at all, Christina. Wall Street, Richard.
Yeah, Wall Street from 1987. Michael Douglas won an Oscar for his portrayal as Gordon Gekko.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Tessa.
Okay.
Tessa, Michael Douglas films.
Okay.
Have you got a few in
I know
your
a
mind?
few more obvious ones, but I've got a couple that might be a bit more obscure. I know Mark's told me to play safe whatever I do, but I'm tempted to go for my obscure ones. So
He's told you to play safe in whatever you... Has he watched the game?
I think he doesn't trust me.
I see, I see.
But I'm going to defy our team tactics.
Well done, well done.
I think he was in a movie called Coma.
Coma. Let's see if Michael Douglas was indeed in Coma, and if he was, let's see how many people said it. Coma. It's right. Well done. Very well done, Tessa. That's a fabulous answer. It scores you 1 point. 1 point for Coma, Richard.
Yeah, great answer. Well played, Tessa. And an object lesson for Mark as well, to trust Tessa. Yeah, from 1978, directed by Michael Crichton.
Thanks, Richard. So then, Yvonne. Yvonne, Michael Douglas films.
Not good.
Really?
No. It's a struggle. Hard Rain.
Hard Rain. OK, you're hoping to score as few points as possible. You're saying Hard Rain. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Hard Rain. Oh, Yvonne! Unfortunately, that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. Bad luck. Yvonne, Richard.
Yeah, afraid Hard Rain was 1998, Morgan Freeman and Christian Slater. No Michael Douglas.
Bad luck, Yvonne. Rob.
Yep.
Michael Douglas films. Now, you're quite good on film.
I'm not on this particular
Not on this particular category. Have you seen any Michael Douglas films?
I remember seeing him in one film, which I cannot remember the name of. So that's good. Not very helpful, but I'm going to guess where it was based and hope maybe that was what it was called, and go with Manhattan.
OK, well, let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Manhattan. Good luck, Rob. Oh, bad luck, Rob. Take more than good luck, I'm afraid. That is incorrect, and it scores you the maximum of 100 points, Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Rob. The bad news is that's a Woody Allen film without Michael Douglas, but the good news is you've really cheered up Yvonne.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. On 1 point, Tessa. Fantastic. Then we come up a little bit to Christina and Elizabeth on 42. Not a bad score, given the context, because then Yvonne and Paul and Rob and Josh are on 100. So the real contest is going to be between Josh and Paul in the next pass. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, remember, we're looking for Michael Douglas films. Josh, Michael Douglas films, what are you thinking?
Film buff, but not on this. This is my heart sank.
What type of films do you like, Josh?
James Bond. Why couldn't you have asked for Roger Moore or something? Well, anyway, I'm going to have to go for an educated guess. And I'm going to go for a film called Out of Africa.
You are the high scorers on 100 points. There's no red line for you. No. Let's see if Out of Africa is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Out of Africa. Bad luck. Unfortunately, that is an incorrect answer, which means you also score the maximum of 100 points, taking your total up to 200. Richard?
Yeah, sorry, Josh. Out of Africa was with Robert Redford, I'm afraid. But again, the good news is you've cheered up Paul.
Now then, Paul. Yes. The high scorers are Josh and Rob on 200. If you can score 99 or less with this answer, 99 or less, you are through to the next round.
When you asked the question, my mind went blank, but I didn't know at all until Yvonne said Hard Rain, and that reminded me of a film called Black Rain.
OK, Black Rain. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. There is your red line, just below the pink line. Let's see if Black Rain can get you down below it. Well done.
That was huge.
Very well done indeed, Paul. Very good, low-scoring answer. Scores you 3, takes your total up to 103. Black Rain, Richard.
Yeah, well played, Paul. I assume that was a film you were thinking of, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia play New York cops, and they take on their Yakuza, the Japanese mafia.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Mark, whatever happens, you are through to the next round. Why not look on this as an opportunity to dazzle us with a pointless Michael Douglas film and add 250 quid to the jackpot?
OK, well, I've got 2 in my head that I'm weighing up, which I think are relatively obscure. So it's a question of which one of those I pick. So I'm going to go with one that I actually went to the cinema to see, but it didn't do so well, and it's called The Game.
There's no red line for you. You're through whatever happens. Let's see, though, if The Game is right, and if it is, let's see if Mark has found a pointless answer. It's right. It's a great answer, Mark. Sadly, that wasn't pointless, but brilliant low score. 7 takes your total to 8. Richard?
Yeah, well done, Mark. Not as good as Tessa, of course, but that's what we come to expect from Tessa. Yeah, it's quite a good film, The Game, done by David Fincher.
Very good, thank you. Now then, Elizabeth and Christina, you are on 42. Doesn't matter what you score, Elizabeth.
No, it's good. I'm not a fan either, though I have got a couple in my head, so hopefully...
Very good.
It won't be wrong. I'm going to say Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone.
Yes.
So let's see, is Romancing the Stone right? If it is, let's see how many people said it. Romancing the Stone. It's right. $17. Brilliant answer. Takes your total up to 59. Richard, Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, Romancing the Stone from 1984, one of his most popular films. Let's take a look at the pointless answers. There were quite a few. The American President, which is written by Aaron Sorkin, who went on to create The West Wing. The China Syndrome that he was in with Jack Lemmon. The comedy One Night at McCall's. Those are all pointless answers. It Runs in the Family, where he starred with both of his parents, Kirk and Diana, and his son Cameron. The In-Laws, The Ghost and the Darkness, which is a movie about hunting lions. Beyond a Reasonable Doubt was a pointless answer. Napoleon and Samantha and Solitary Man, all pointless answers, so very well done if you said any of those at home. Let's take a look at the worst answers that they could have given. These are the ones that the most of our 100 people said. We've just heard the third most, which is Romancing the Stone, 17. Then Basic Instinct, of course, on 19, and we've already heard the top answer as well. You gave that, Christina, Wall Street on 42.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, Josh and Rob. 2 spectacular high scores there.
Well, at least we didn't embarrass ourselves.
No. Josh and Rob, well, you will be back next time when I'm sure we will see a great deal more of you. But thank you very much for playing meanwhile. You've been brilliant. Great contestants. Thank you. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2.